Hello, everyone. My name is Alan. I'm coming from Chinatown Service Center, and today is the first lesson of Vita uh, Vita Service. Okay, so the first lesson we would be talking about volunteer standard and talk about the intake process. It would be a little bit boring. Hopefully, you will be patient. Okay. First thing you need to ask yourself why becomes Vita volunteer. You have lots of free times, want to learn how to foreign tax, want to help family member to foreign tax. Your major is accounting, want to prove your ability, need some experience on tax prepare, your major relate to tax law, maybe you have CPA license or pass the bar exam, then you want to get more experience to our community. So whatever your intention is, becomes vital volunteer, needs some rules. We are following the publication provided by IRS. Okay, the publication provided by our IRS, the four major publication would be publication 5101, publication 4491, publication 4012, and publication 6744. Uh, Publication 5101, it talk about the intake interview process. So the application 4491 is talk about the update of the tax law between 2021 and 2022. And inside will be provide a lot of information about the testing, about the um, volunteer standard. They talk a lot of information, just general information for the VITA. So another one is publication 4012. This one is the main uh, publication we use on teaching the vital volunteer how to use the text layer. So IRS provide the text layer for everyone to find text. And the last one it would be publication 6744. This one is like an examination book. It's a textbook. Inside we'll talk about the questions you would be see in the exam, and this one is the really important question book you need to see inside, and after compare the answer from the 4491, 4012, and 5101, so you will be get all the information in the 60s, got the all the information about the how to pass the exam. So after you study about this book, you could be go to the link and learn to pass the examination and get the certificate to become vital volunteer. Okay, this page is talk about the rules and some of the scenario. Okay, so because vital volunteer must get 80% correct of your volunteer standard and intake exam, then sign the form 13615. Okay, the scenario here. Mar is vital tax preparer. When she helped Chen find tax, she realized Chen does not have bank account. Mar should explain to Chen taxpayers' tax refund only can deposit to her bank account. And the rules about the volunteer will be banished for violating the conduct, and volunteer cannot accept any cash donation or any donation. And the scenario here, Yo is a preparer. He prepared a tax return for Sung. Yo found out Sung has no health insurance. After Sung left the tax place, Yo keeps some contact information for his wife to sell health insurance for profit. Yo has violated volunteer standard. Okay, another scenario. Fu is tax preparer. He told taxpayer do not need to report cash income. Fu did not mention cash income on the form uh, 13614C. Quality reviewer Jin do not know this kind of the cash income. He print out the tax return and got the client's signature and e-file the taxpayer incomplete tax return. So Fu violates the volunteer standard. Okay, and the rules is volunteer must verify the taxpayer photo identification, driver license, and social security card. Mimi, this is scenario. Mimi passed volunteer standard exam. Her duty explain the whole process to each taxpayer. Mimi need to tell each taxpayer complete the form 13614C. Taxpayer need to answer who tax prepare us, and each of the tax return must quality review by quality reviewer. Okay, Dong is a volunteer. Okay, this one is another scenario. Dong is a VITA coordinator. She saw Fook was arrested while she watching the news. Few days ago, she saw Fook show up in her VITA site. Dong asked Fook to leave this place and report to SPEC by email uh, to the email like this. Okay, and Dong as a Vita coordinator should do the right things. And the rules. All the taxpayer must fill 13614C form. And another scenario, Cole passed volunteer standard exam. He checked taxpayers 13614C form. He found out someone clicked yes on the second page, which is about the self-employment income. And that is quote A next to it. That means Cole need to assign advanced level tax preparer to complete this tax return. In second page of 13614C form, quote B meaning basic that needs basic level tax preparer to complete the tax return. A means advanced that need advanced level tax preparer to complete the tax return. And the rules. On form 13614, interest is marked yes, and taxpayer give you a form 1099 INT. So vital volunteers should ask the taxpayer if they had any other interview income. Okay, the rules. Every tax return need to quality review on the rules. Taxpayer do not need to show receipt of cash donation if we feel the information is unsure. It's usual. It's usual. VITA volunteer must check every taxpayer photo ID, driver license to avoid the possibility of identity theft. VITA tax preparer should make taxpayer answer all part of Form 13614C. Change unsure answer to either yes or no. If taxpayer have dependent, taxpayer must ask taxpayer all the answer on the Form 13614-C dependent shade area. Tax return after quality review. Vital volunteer need to explain taxpayer need to pay tax or receive tax refund. If taxpayer understand and agree, they need to sign the tax return. Okay, the tax preparer site is super busy. None of the vital volunteer is free. In this situation, self-review is always unacceptable. Each of the tax return must quality review by another quality reviewer. Quality review is the process to make tax return more exact. In the intake process, each site must have rules and process to make sure the tax return is within the scope of vital surface area. Make sure each vital volunteer have their certification on some of the level to prepare return of their level. Okay, so done for reading. So